Let's conclude on our class for today with this our last topic, which is transmission, prevention, and control of HIV. Just like we have said before, three major modes of transmission of HIV is sexual contact through sexual intercourse, mother to child, blood to blood transfusion. That's use of sharp objects or contaminated objects. So HIV transmission can be heterosexual and it can be homosexual. Just like I stated or explained earlier, I said heterosexual sex is the intercourse between people of opposite gender, while homosexual is between people of same gender. So mother to child, it can be during pregnancy, it can be during delivery, and HIV can be gotten through breastfeeding. That's the mother breastfeeding her child. Contaminated blood and blood products, that's blood to blood transfusion. That can be through blood transfusion, transfusing an infected person's blood into an uninfected person. So it's important that you do proper scrutiny of whatever blood transfusion or blood you're accepting. Semen and vaginal fluid, use of contaminated needle and syringes, other sharp objects like blade, something as little as that can actually get the virus across to the next person. How HIV is not transmitted. HIV cannot be transmitted through casual contact like social kissing, public venues like pools, theaters, bathrooms, sharing drinks and even utensils with them. And I know that at this point people will ask me, if you have the opportunity to ask me, you will ask if HIV can be gotten through kissing. It's capital no. You cannot get HIV through kissing, because most times it's present, because research has shown that you can't get it through kissing, so it's present mostly in your blood. So HIV cannot be transmitted through hugs, dancing, sharing of food or drinks, using shower, bed, or sharing of bath with somebody that is infected, or even sharing exercise kits. You are safe. You cannot get HIV through any of those means. Insect bites to transmit. Mosquito cannot transfer HIV to you. So the myth about HIV, I might say because I'm a virgin. Well, the reality is virgin is just a label. If you have had no sexual contact at all, you're fine. Or if you have had oral or anal sex, but consider yourself a virgin because you haven't had vaginal sex, you're at risk. Meaning that HIV can be transmitted through oral and anal sex. So another myth is straight people don't have HIV. Well, the reality is that majority of HIV positive people worldwide are heterosexual. So that you are straight does not mean that you cannot get HIV. Men infect women, women infect men. The risk is not about labels, it is about behavior. A straight woman who has unprotected sex with male is at the risk of HIV than a gay man who always practices safe sex. So that is an heterosexual intercourse does not mean that you cannot get HIV or you are protected. I'm safe because I'm in a monogamous relationship. Well, reality here is that, were you tested for HIV before you got into that relationship? Was your partner tested? Were you both negative? And do you spend 24 hours a day together? If you are faithful, but he or she is not, or he or she already has HIV before you met, you can still get HIV. So prevention can be primary or it can be secondary and even tertiary. Primary prevention is IEC, information, education and communication. Very important. Positive behavior too is also a means. Secondary prevention, early diagnosis and treatment, that you discover, for most of these ailments, diseases, it's important that you get early diagnosis, which means that you check your HIV status often. And then Tertiary prevention is to minimize morbidity and mortality. Prevention, okay, there's this prevention slogan that we know, ABC: abstinence, be mutually faithful, and use of condom. Then blood transfusion, screen all blood before taking blood, very important. I know hospitals do that, they screen blood, but if you can do your own due diligence too, please do. Transfuse only when necessary. You receive blood only when necessary. Do not share sharp objects. For your own safety, don't share sharp objects. Test mother of childbearing age. Test all pregnant women. Use of antiretroviral drug for positive mothers. The ultimate prevention actually is abstinence. Say no and keep saying no for as many times as it takes. Practice what you would say if someone pressured you. Get out of troublesome situation by walking away and staying away. We said this when we had our youth and life skills topic. Use body language. Yes, this was also stated too. You stand up, speak clearly, confidently, and prevention. Post-exposure prophylaxis. That's the medication that you take after possible exposure to HIV. That's the post-exposure prophylaxis. So say after a needle stick injury, for people that are doing such jobs, say nurses, doctors, they take this medication, I think for like period of say 28 days or so. Yeah, I think so. For like 28 days, just to prevent them from having HIV. So it's important, once you know that you're exposed like that, you quickly go for that medication. So, or in case of sexual exposure that you are not aware of your status, or that you are not aware of the status of your partner, it's important that you get this PEP medication. Getting treatment might not be as difficult as you think. If there is need, please visit any of these centers to get your antiretroviral drug. Still on prevention, who qualifies for antiretroviral therapy? Well, everybody is qualified if you have the willingness and the readiness to begin the therapy. The stage, if you are aware of the stage of infection, it can help you, and you ensure or you check for other health problems. So do know that treatment is just used as a prevention measure. Control. It's important that we increase awareness, proper education, treatment of positive people. The role of youth in HIV prevention, treatment, care and support. Be informed, stay responsible as much as possible. Respect others, very important. We have emphasized that today over and over again. Please respect others. Show care and support. Conclusion. Comprehensive HIV prevention program, very important. Strong political leadership, very, very important. Let's avoid stigma and discrimination. Gender inequality and promoting human rights. Know your HIV status and protect yourself from HIV infection. So we have come to the end of the class. Please, to get your material, these have been uploaded online already. You can get these slides there. But to buttress it, you can get your textbook, the GS textbook, at the UI bookshop. Yes, please get it at the UI bookshop. It is also available at the online bookstore. Yeah, so it will help you read further. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.